They just chuck it on the porch and they literally run away from the door.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. My kind of people. Leave me alone. Give me my food and leave me alone. Definitely all about it. Let's see. There will be, oh yeah, a lot more corn. Another load for each of us at least.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then I've been seriously looking, Sarge, at like the bottom of the map. Bottom of the map. It could all be made into one field.
That'll take a little work.
Yeah, there's a lot of trees to cut down, which means a lot of money, but one of those plots of land's like 2.3 million.
Mm-hmm.
So we would use a lot of money on land. But maybe Saturday. As Matt said, it sounds like a Saturday project. And I agree with that. It's going to be a lengthy process to get all that done. All right. Sell the car. We'll get all this sold. And hit the button and good. Well, $100,000 per hopper. Not bad, I guess.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, these are huge hoppers, but
Mm-hmm.
still not bad. We'll take it. Right. Back down the road we go. A lot of the trees are in the free land. Really? Oh, you know what? You're right. Which we already own all that. So. Because that's the free land, yeah. Interesting. But I could seriously see making that one entire field down there. That would be a very, like, Puma Plow thing to do, you know? It's definitely something we would do. So. Might have to do it Saturday. So then even better for, like, buying the land, because we can literally just start cutting trees. Because, yeah, all the trees, there's no trees here. So all the trees would be on land that we already own.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That would be a monster field. Monster. That would make this field up north here look tiny. Which I'd be okay with. Horseplay would probably be our friend, but that's alright. It already is. Alright, yep. Pine Cove by Stevie. That is the map we're on. Pretty good map. Stevie, I like it. I like the homestead. I think it looks good. What was that, Carson? It's just like nosed up around the corner and then backed up. Like, all right. Oh yeah, still gonna be okay. Another load. Holy cow. Can't wait to see what Stevie comes out with for 22, right? Yeah, should be good, whatever it is. Once they unlock the like editing tools or whatever. I assume they won't give that to everybody day one. Probably have to wait for some of that stuff. So. Yep, should be good. Be really good, yeah, hopefully. mean, I've personally not really ever played a Stevie map that I didn't like. I know I haven't played them all. I don't really think I've played one I didn't like, so. But they said, I'll appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? Welcome on in. Doing a little nighttime selling. We're going to fast time here in a minute. Do some planting. Wrap up stream. Probably won't get the planting done, but there's a lot to do. If you don't get it done, I might come in and work on it tonight. Since I don't really want to work in my garage very much. It's hot. It's like, feels like 100 outside right now.
Yeah.
I believe. But no thank you. Oh, sorry. It only feels like 93. Only 93. It's also raining over, like, in the city a little bit, in the county, like where the airport is and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that messes with the official temperature readings in St. Louis. Because they take them all at the airport. But it might actually be hotter here than it is there. Oh. All right. Probably not, Tony. We haven't been playing. In fact, last time Carson and I did, we both rage quit, so. They added all this weird stuff to Fortnite. We, like, got in this UFO thing, and then we, like, went and
It's so stupid.
we had to, like, fight for loot.
There's like laser tag and stuff, and it was like,
Yeah.
the battle royale.
That should be it.
Yeah. It was very strange, and I didn't like it, so I probably won't play for a while. Give me a new season again, you know? Reset my account again. I was not a fan. It was very weird.
Even had Casey confused what was going on.
Yeah, Casey was watching it. Discord. All of us were very confused and concerned about it. It was weird. Alrighty. There's one of them case tractors. Better. I'll try a red one this time. Oh yeah, hear that horsepower. Look at those European markers too. Gotta love them. Okay, we can fast time. Probably just go sleep, huh?
Probably.
All right. Kind of dark on this part of the map. It's nice and bright over by the grain bins. Come over here and it's like a whole different world. All right, do some sleeping. 12 hours, sure, why not? Why not? Right. All right. All right, should we plant soybeans in the big field? Wait. No. I'm thinking sorghum. Yeah, really high yield. But it's worth a fair amount. So sorghum. Where'd you put in? Oh, I guess it's right there. Never mind. It's right in front of me. Never mind. I don't know where you put the new thing in, Carson. Right in front of my face. Wait, is that 1050 done? What are they doing? Oh, he's returning to the home point, isn't he? Look at him. Well, just like that, Lyman's done for us. Pretty awesome. Got all of it. Only took about 40 minutes to lime that field with 2. Isn't terrible, I guess. Not too bad. Let's see, where are we parking lime spreader? It was up here, right? Might as well park stuff if we're gonna park stuff, you know. We do have a lot of shed space in the homestead. Nice and straight. Yep. Nailed it. Funny we don't put our very expensive tractors in the sheds though. They sit out in the rain. Alright. Have this one down, then we get to do a few minutes of seeding. About 15 minutes of seeding. Right. Not too bad. Gotta get something done.
Blind.
What?
Park that spreader.
Why?
Said must park our expensive tractor somewhere.
Oh, those suitcase tractors were in a shed. You're right.
2 John Deere tractors were in a shed.
Oh, that's right. John Deere. Wait, we can't put John Deere's in a shed. They'll light it on fire. Burn
All
our shed.
insurance.
Okay. That's fine then. Yeah, I am blind sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
Happens.
All the time.
This is Pine Cove by Stevie. Just sometimes. A little
All the time.
rude. Rude. Really thought about crashing you there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wait, we're putting John Deere's in a shed and then fertilizer. Well, they're full of lime. These were full of fertilizer. This would be a bad combination, you know? Look how great they look. Look at that. All right, cedar. Pitter patter time. I'm gonna seed up and down the hill because I'm curious what this cedar does going up and down the hill. What this tractor does, I should say. $66, I think that's right. Of course, I don't want to shift my line because then mess everything up. $76 sounds even better. Now, what is the width for that? 75.68. That's what we're going with. Wet lime is awful to mess with. I've never, I don't really have that around here. That wet lime. I've seen it like once, and it's crazy the way it looks like this on a field. Regular lime, you don't really see it in a field. Maybe, I guess if you know what you're looking for, you would see it. But like driving down the road, you wouldn't see it. But that wet stuff, man, it's crazy. It is actually insane. For the record, this tractor's pulling down just as much as the John Deere does. 8 miles an hour. I'm not even on like the steeper part yet. Oh boy. I need more horsepower, chat. Big Bud 747. Although it kind of
Alrighty, guys.
pulls
Well,
down too.
dinner's ready. Let's see. I know you're not going much longer.
No, I'll be here like 10, 12 more minutes.
Yeah.
So it's all good.
So you plan on being back maybe a little later,
I'll
around, whatever?
I'll probably be in at some point. Yeah, I don't know when. We'll see.
Okay. Yeah, well, if the other servers are working right, well, I have to try something else out.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Even if it's just a regular one, so that way it's like, hey, here you go, Carson. Isn't this fun?
Yeah, it'd be kind of fun to at least mess with a little bit. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
All right. We'll catch you later, Sergeant. Enjoy your dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Chat, have been kind of wanting to mess around with PUBG a little bit. Maybe not like probably not on stream, because I don't know how long I'll be able to play before I have to like rage quit. Because I'll probably get sniped from like, really far away and never see the guy, and that'll be that, because that's usually how that game goes for me. So yeah. Also I haven't touched PUBG in like 4 years. Or 3 years at least. Like it's been forever. So it could be kind of fun to jump in and mess around with it a little bit. I will say the case planner looks good on this because, you got the red and the red. But it pulls down just as hard as the Deere. Or my bit rate. So there's that too. That was a 300 bit rate I just saw. Man. At 2% of outbound packets right now. Might be the issue, chat. Might just be the issue. Oh yeah. Seems to get worse when it's like really hot out too. It's kind of interesting. I mean, hot and humid seems to make it worse. That part's kind of weird, if you ask me. But I don't know. I do need to get them out here and have them at least look at it. They're going to be like, oh, it's your router. It might be. This time I actually wouldn't deny that it's my router. Oh yeah. Kind of weird. Kind of weird. Extra person. What do you mean, Tony?
Buddy, we're ending in 9 minutes ish.
Yeah, what are you on about? What? What? I don't know what you're on about. Oh yeah, literally.
Talk about PUBG from like 8 hours ago?
Oh,
Maybe.
PUBG. I don't know. I don't know when we're playing. I can't tell you like a time, Oh yeah. No idea, Tony. I don't know what Dad wants to do tonight. Might go to the farm, check pumpkins. Probably not, because we'll be there tomorrow. So I don't know. Should have plenty of moisture in the old pumpkin patch right now, because just keeps raining. Shouldn't complain, I know, about the rain. That's for sure. Yeah, I don't know, Tony. I don't know what we're doing, or I don't know. Trying to get like a custom lobby with just us, but we tried that last week and it said the servers were full, so we couldn't get it to work. And that was after, like, I had to download the game. Carson bought the game, downloaded it. We downloaded the test server thing. We still couldn't get it all to work. So.
Downloaded 60 gigs for nothing so far.
Kind of, yeah. But it's just internet. Who cares, right? It's not like you have a data cap, do you?
We do, actually, yeah.
Do you guys really?
Yep.
How, like, high is it, though? It must be pretty high, because you never have to, like, get off the computer for, like, a couple days to let the data cap catch up to you.
Well, it's how it hits with this. It doesn't just, like, lock up the internet. It just slows down.
Yeah, oh, okay.
It doesn't, like, oh, you hit it, you're off. It
So,
just
like,
slows, like, way down. But it's, like, a lot of terabytes.
So you probably never hit it anyway, do you?
We get really close to it.
Oh, wow. Interesting. So I'm going to need you to go on YouTube and download the entire library of Puma Plow, okay?
No.
Apparently one brother did that a while back.
Why?
I don't know. He had some program running, and he, like, set it up just to download everything. Way to break your internet, you know? I'm not sure what the thought process was there. I think he was, like, testing or something. Like, that's a lot.
Why?
I don't know. There's, like, what, 2,000 videos or more? Like,
Yeah.
that's a lot. I don't know. Kind of strange. But hey, whatever. You know, if you want to download the whole library, go ahead, right? That's right. I forgot Tony used to play PUBG with us. He was one of the PUBGers back in the day. And yes, I just said PUBGers. Oh. All right, Pepper, we'll catch you later. Have a good day. What?
You haven't even gone around the field once yet.
No, I haven't. I have not.
Oh,
Trust me, I've been trying. And, like, how long does it take? It takes forever.
oh, that needs grass. That need
Grass. What? Oh. For the cow stuff. Okay.
Rock.
Hearing random rumbles of thunder. Well, howdy there, virtual farmer. How's it going? I don't know why the sound's not working. Don't worry about that. I'll fix it later. Thanks to the raid. How's it going, peeps? Welcome in from virtual farmer. Holy cow. You ready for 22 there, virtual farmer? Because, like, you know, everybody kind of wants it now, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Ready for it. Bring it on. Bring it on. Thanks for that follow. Welcome in, guys. My name is John. I have this little channel called Puma Plow. And I play a lot of Farm Sim. How y'all doing? I don't just play Farm Sim, though. We do play some other stuff. We like to play big. Well, not really big anymore. I don't play 4X maps on servers because they don't really like to run. But I like big fields. In case you can't tell. This is all one field. Yeah, big fields. Big equipment. What we like to do in Farm Sim here. Just saying. Actually looking at, this is Pine Cove by Stevie, by the way. Actually looking at a project for us. 1, 10, 20, 11, 19, 12, 18, and 13. All one field. We're looking at doing that. Maybe starting on that Saturday. Probably get it done on Saturday as well. You know? But how you guys doing? Welcome in, everybody. Complete opposite? Yeah. I know a lot of you guys, a lot of people like those small maps. Small, little, tiny fields and stuff. I've tried. I can't do it. Probably because, like, from America here. You can't get the GPS mod to work. Why not? I will say, usually I have to set it up 3 times. And then once I get it the 3rd time, it's great after that. We definitely do use guidance steering, the one that's in the mod hub. Ours has been modified, though. Ours has been modified where we can actually type in. We can type in our width. So if we're running more than one person, you can just say, hey, my width is blah, blah, blah. And he can type it in instead of having to guess. So we can get it correct. Thanks for that follow as well. Welcome in, guys. So that's ours has been modified slightly. It is the mod hub version, just been tweaked by one of our community members, just a little bit. All right. Oh, that's right. We had a smidge pass over here we had to do. That's right. Little smidge pass over here. Thanks for the follows, guys. Appreciate them. Like I said, I don't just play Farm Sim, play some American Truck. I've really been playing a lot of, or not a lot, but been playing Automation Empire. That's such a weird game, but it's fun. Play some Minecraft. All kinds of stuff. Probably because you don't want to spend ages on one field. Yeah, I get you. I get you. Ghost, it's going. It's going. How's it going? Welcome in. 50-50 with the field size? Yeah. And you know, that's the cool thing about Farm Sim, you know? We can all play the way we want, but at the end of the day, we can all still come together around a game that we all like. But I play completely different than, say, Virtual Farmer does. Like, totally opposite, you know? And that's what's cool. We can all still, like, enjoy the game. Got back from soccer. All right. All right. Yeah, but I think that's what's the beauty of Farm Sim is that we can all still come together around a game that we all enjoy, but we can play it completely different, you know? Like some of you guys probably never run a quad track. I'm all about it. Massive Canadian farm. No, what's the name of it? Maybe I have. Maybe I have. I'm not sure. Not sure. Now, like I was saying, though, 4X maps, I love 4X maps, but they don't like to run on servers very well, in my opinion. And so I usually don't play 4X maps anymore, at least on server. If I'm going to play a 4X map, I'll play it in my single player. Auto drive and course play are fantastic mods. I love both of them very much. They actually use course play to put the lime on this field. So yeah, really like auto drive and course play working together. Oh, so great. Sub to both YouTube channels and follow the Insta. Well, hot dang, thank you very much for that. There's all the links if you guys are curious, and TikTok. Don't forget about the old TikTok. You guys are into that. I do appreciate it, guys. Much appreciated. Peace River. I've not seen that one. I have not seen that one. Actually, probably soon here, I'm going to be starting a single player, kind of single player. It won't be on a server. If I open it up to multiplayer, I'll just run it on my machine. But mostly going to be a single player. The Farms of Madison County, it's a 4X map. I've played Farms of Madison County once before, but there's version like 3.1 out now. And I like the Farms of Madison County because I live in St. Louis, Missouri. The Farms of Madison County is based like 30 minutes from my front door. And so it's really cool that it's like so close to home. I really enjoy it. So like I said, I've played it before. I'm really tempted to play it again. Thanks for that follow as well. Appreciate you guys. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate all the follows, guys. So yeah, very, very tempted to play the Farms of Madison County again. Right now on my YouTube, I'm running the Millennial Farmer map. Actually, really been having fun with that one too. It's kind of a plainer map, I would say. But I've been having a lot of fun. I've been using auto drive course play together over there, and it's been a good time. It really has been. Now I will say on Saturdays usually there's more people in here, so like we would have 2 or 3 seaters running. All right, Carson's in here, but basically he's messing with the cows. So I'm the field work guy today. 24x map. No, thank you. Okay, that's too big. I did say Millennial Farmer map. Yes. Yes, I did. I'm running that on my main YouTube channel right now. Appreciate that follow as well. Welcome in, everybody. So, yep. It's actually, it's a really good map. Kind of plain, but it's fun. And of course I'm running like all green because that's what you do when you're playing that map. Yeah, and I'm also playing seasons on there. We don't really like seasons for multiplayer though. I bet there's not a shortage of massive fields on that map. Holy cow. That's crazy. That's a little too much for me. Not even gonna lie. I mean, auto drive of course play though, I'll take on anything. You gotta have the two, they're great. It actually just like got auto drive and course play working together, like say pick up straw in a field with a loading wagon. I just did that like last week. That's way cool. I have not, what is it, where you can back into a bunker now? I haven't done that yet. I don't really run bunkers very often, so. Yep. That's not a silly question at all. Does GPS turn for you? No, GPS does not turn. Or not this one anyway. Back in the day on 15, I know there was, that one had auto steer, like auto turn, and that one was great. That one was really great. Yeah, so when I get to the end, as soon as I hit one of my buttons to like turn, you know, A or D, it turns it off. And you'll see the little steering wheel on the right side of my screen will turn to white instead of green. And then when I'm about to turn back into the field, or once I get like halfway past my turn, I'll kick it back on. I have a hotkey on the side of my keyboard for that. And it'll just kick back on, and then away we go for the next pass, you know? But no, it does not steer. And that's not a silly question. I don't mind questions, chat. I definitely don't mind questions when we're playing Farm Sim, and there's no, or any game. There's no question that's, I mean, there are questions that are out of line, but of course, like, if it's about Farm Sim, there's no such thing as a bad question. So yeah. Like I said, this steering mod is guidance steering. It is in the mod hub. You can find it. Our version has been modified slightly, but the regular one you can get it in the mod hub. Of course, PC only. Maybe for console in 22, but I doubt it. I sincerely doubt it. So yeah, it's unfortunate too. Really, I think GPS should be base game. I really do think it should be base game. And yeah, but I am very excited for 22. I've already pre-ordered on Steam. I already got it pre-ordered within like a minute of it being released too. So yeah. And I will say, guys, for those of you that are new with Virtual Farmer coming in, you notice any drop frames, experience internet issues the past couple weeks, you know, Spectrum internet, they suck. And I need to get a technician out to the house here soon and have him look it over. We even have an emote about it now. So, you want to ban Spectrum? Let's go. I'm really wanting Starlink to be a good thing for me, like a good option here in the future, you know? I don't know if it's going to be good enough for streaming, but I'll definitely look into it and just hope that it's a viable strategy. All right, Trent, I get it. Yep. I get it. Mr. Trent that's like out of Team Speak like 80 times today. He's got real bad internet where he lives.
I don't know, it's pretty bad too.
All right, calm down.
Oh, Okay, Carson.
Okay, boomer.
Fine.
I just can't wait to get to fiber. You know, if either fiber or like
Starlink.
Starlink is the thing, like I will try anything at this point. My brother was talking about like AT&T DSLs available at his house still. And he could get like up to 3 meg download speed. 3 meg. Like that's terrible. I thought it was rather amusing, not gonna lie. Like
That's
that
worse than mine.
is the epitome of like potato internet in 2021 to have 3 meg download. Like
I got
that's
him beat by 2 meg.
wow. That's all you have?
5 down. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. 5 down, 1 up.
Holy cow.
I get that when my internet's off, I think. God.
I get better than that on my phone data plan.
Yeah, right. I get better than that, like 2G, 1 bar.
Yeah. Like out in the country, away from the city limit lines, you
Out
know?
of the country.
Yeah,
Lines.
definitely. It's crazy. And actually, speaking of GPS and turning, the earlier you turn it on, the better with an articulated tractor. Because otherwise you can get the whippies going. And nobody wants the whippies. Okay, you don't want the whippies. That's not a good thing. So yeah. It could suck in bad weather, yeah. It could. It definitely could. I think what's gonna help Starlink out a lot is that well, it's Elon. That's gonna definitely help it out a lot. And then B, you know, they're in a like a low orbit. So that should help. But yeah, you're still gonna potentially have an issue with weather. Definitely. I know any kind of like satellite TV definitely has issues in the weather. I would expect, yeah, some of the same. What I'm really looking to do is get Starlink as like a secondary internet. So when I'm having problems with Spectrum, Starlink kicks in and I could use that. But I want to wait and see. Trent lives about 3 hours away from me. I want to wait and see what his speeds are, what his ping is, how it's all working for him before I like sign up for it. So, but I am definitely a believer in Starlink. And Elon Musk in general, just what he's doing. I do like, you know, all the space stuff and that kind of stuff. I do like it. I am a fan. So yeah.
Did you see his, I think it was a 60 minutes full thing he had?
No, I missed that.
It was one of the guys that was on, or from 60 Minutes.
Oh. Dad, was it this past Sunday?
I don't think so.
Oh. I say Dad was watching 60 Minutes actually this past Sunday. I came in the room right at the end of it.
I saw it on his good old Twitter.
Good old Twitter. Gotta love the Twitter, okay. Interesting. Come on, Bessie. I need 2 quad tracks, like, hooked together, front to back, with chain or a cable. Maybe a Yankum rope. Oh, yeah. Put a big old Yankum rope between 2 quad tracks. Let's pitter-patter. That'd be pretty awesome.
Good old Elon. Should I bring a few spare engines? I mean, just in case.
Yeah. Kind of funny. I'd actually like to see Elon go and, like, you know, take a tour. That'd be cool. That'd be pretty neat. Farm tour. You want to see the farm? The homestead? I can drive through there. Yeah. Technology from the future. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if Elon had technology from the future or alien even, yeah. Maybe that's why he wants to, like, you know, send people to Mars so they can, like, get the alien technology and bring it back, you know? Maybe. But the whole Starlink thing is just very, very fascinating to me. Honestly, it really is. And I hope it works out. Because I would have no problem just getting Starlink here to the house. Like, see, my problem with Spectrum Internet is, like, it's fine for like 6-8 months. It's been about 8 months since I've had a technician out. But every single time that there's a problem, it's always the line that comes to my house. And the problem is squirrels. Okay, squirrels chew on the line that comes to my house. And to get them to understand that that's the problem and that they need to come replace the line, it's like pulling teeth with their people on their phone. Carson, I don't know. We'll get there. We'll get there. It can wait. I'm not cleaning my garage tonight. It's too hot. It's okay, Carson. It's fine. So the problem with Spectrum is getting them to understand that, like, there's an issue with their ancient old copper lines in my backyard, and getting them to actually send a technician out. And every single time we've had a technician out, he replaces part of the line. Mostly they just patch on it. They did replace the whole line like 10 years ago. And it's actually buried underground, but it still goes down the pole in the backyard. And then, yeah. All right, let's drive through the farm here, guys. This is Pine Cove like Stevie, as I said. And some of the stuff you're going to see was already on the map. Most of it was. But some of the stuff we have added. Let's actually drive to the main gate, and we'll start there. How about that? So, Stevie... Not speaking for Stevie, but what I've noticed in past Stevie maps is he likes his big homesteads. He gives you tons of shed space, tons of room, and I'm okay with it. I really am. I'm okay with it. And just lots of room in general. So we'll start down here at the main gate, and we'll head up. Had to put cable lines in conduit. That's actually not a bad idea. I wonder if they would let me, like, if I bought the conduit, could we run conduit from the ground up the pole and, like, all the way to where it joins the main? I wonder if they would do that. Like, I'll buy the conduit. That doesn't bother me. All right, so this is a Goldcrest edit. As you guys will recognize this road very much. This is definitely Goldcrest Town. Of course, it's been updated, Stevie-fied. But the homestead, instead of being over in this area in field 8, it's down here in the bottom right corner. I forget what field that was back on Goldcrest, but it was definitely a field here. It was a big field. It's a pretty good sized field. So here is the homestead. You turn in off the road, of course. And yeah. Interesting. I might have to see if they'll let me do that. So you have a pretty decent grain bin setup here. It's pretty fast. It's a pretty fast setup. 4 bins. It's good. And then you have the mechanic shop. You can sell stuff here, that kind of stuff. Build point for, like, all your seeds, fertilizers, all that stuff here as well, which is nice to have right in your homestead. Then you got 2 big sheds. Come up the hill here. You got 2 more big shed, or actually 1 more big shed, and then the straw sell point. The straw barn, whatever. A couple small sheds. You know, he gives you just tons of room. Of course, we do have a house here, which is good. We'll go through all the sheds here first. More sheds down here. Carson's running around. More sheds, big open shed. Just lots of room. Another shed. I mean, if we fill all these sheds, we got too much equipment, you know. We really do. So this is, what animal is this actually? This would be the pigs here, which we don't have yet. Habit, what's going on? Welcome in. We got pigs here. We got cows down here, which we actually do have cows. And all this so far has been set up. This is all by Stevie here. Now, we did add TMR makers, fermenting silo, and a drying silo. We've added those. But we do have 391 cows. This holds 400, so we're just kind of letting it. We're just kind of letting it build, you know. Good afternoon. Welcome. Welcome on in. And then there are some greenhouses here too. We haven't messed with those yet, but we probably will at some point. It is evening, yeah. And then you have your this would be sheep. They have a sheep here. And then this is where your wool spawns, and I believe it sells there too. Knowing Stevie, you probably just push them in. And then your horses are here as well. So all your animals are in your homestead, which is super nice. And then this is a manure, slurry, digestate, whatever storage area. And then of course there are chickens here too. Carson wants me to point that out, I guess. So that's your homestead basically in a nutshell. It's pretty nice. It's a nice homestead, nice and big, open, lots of room. Lots and lots and lots of room. So it's pretty nice like that. Do enjoy all the room. For sure, for sure. Oh yeah, it's nice to have. Definitely nice to have. Right. Game's overwhelming. This map, it's a lot. It's a lot to take in, you know? A lot to take in. I get it. What's your question? Feel free to ask away, guys. Always. Always, always, always. Okay. Back. Running north. Let's go. Cedar down and we're good to go. Now, we would be running the big Borgos. But I already pulled, this tractor pulls down to 6 miles an hour going up these hills. And we would harvest or go east-west, but there's big hills over there too. So it kind of doesn't matter how we do it. There's big hills. These are the longest passes going this way. So that's why we do it this way. But yeah. All right. So I've tried the whole PV thing in the past, and I've watched a lot of PV on Twitch, and honestly, I don't understand how anybody can play with like getting 15 frames. Like, I'm not trying to throw shade because I don't do that, but like even the guy that makes the maps, when he streams, he gets like 15 frames. I don't know how he can do that. I would like want to vomit if I had to look at 15 frames the whole time. You know? Any tips to how to get games on Steam to download faster? Just that's on your internet, my guy. Make sure you're not doing a bunch of other stuff on your internet at the same time. Yeah, if you can get away from Wi-Fi as well, that would be another benefit for sure. So yeah. You get 90 plus on PB County. Do you have like all the stuff running and whatnot? Because like I said, even the guy that makes the map, like go watch his stream. He's getting like 10 frames, 15 frames. It's horrible. We played PV. By the way, there was a foul that just came in. Appreciate that. We played PV back when PV was first out, or like after a little while. It was a host. Okay, sorry, I refreshed my page over here by accident. So we played PV back when PV, like, it wasn't first out, but a little while after. And like, we had like the base amount of mods that we needed for the map from them. And it was fine at first. But after we started getting some fields and we had, concrete was running. We had stuff for the wood. All that stuff was running. We had Cogent running or whatever. 3M, I think we had running. We had different stuff like that running. Okay. And we were starting to build the storage buildings. And literally, if we had more than 1 or 2 people on the map, it was like 10 frames, and we just couldn't do it. So ever since then, I was like, I'm just not playing PV anymore. And like I said, I've watched several people here on Twitch that have been playing it, and they get like 10, 15 frames. I don't know how you could do that. So yeah. Plus 50 gigs of additional mods. You must have a supercomputer, my guy. I don't know how you do that. Definitely not on a server. Probably, huh? Just, yeah. It's never run on a server. I don't know. I like the theory of the PV maps. I do like it. And they're not bad maps. I just don't like the lag that comes with bigger maps and with all the stuff going on, you know? So, yeah. In this map, yes, but in PV, you actually like have to haul like nails and plywood and like all that stuff and glue and drywall
And build your own factories.
Yeah, you got to build the factories first. Like, it's crazy.
That video was from 2018.
What video?
I sent you.
Oh, just send me a video.
Yeah, John 1.
Okay, what's it about?
The Elon Musk 60 minutes.
Oh, okay. I'll have to watch it later. I'm sure it's fascinating. Yeah,
I thought it was like recent, but apparently it's like a couple years old.
I got you.
I didn't know he had a brother and a sister.
I didn't know that either. Can't get the money sheet. Edit your XML. Look up how to edit your XML for money for Farm Sim 19. Don't worry about a money cheat. Just edit your XML. TV is definitely not going to be on Xbox. No, there's way too much custom stuff there. Definitely not. A console would literally grow legs and jump out a window if you try playing PV on it. I mean, my computer won't run the map hardly. I've got a pretty beast computer, so. And like I said, especially on a server, you know, we don't play 4X maps anymore because the servers. PV County is what, 16X? So I wouldn't even try to play PV County, honestly. Would not even try. Oh, no, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, 4X servers, like, literally, you give us a map, we will break it. And I say we as, like, the Puma Plow community. We will break it. You know, we've had times of 10 people on a map, 16 people on a map. Like, that's what we do. And we will find a way to break a map. We will crash it. We will crash the server. It doesn't matter what map it is.
Oh, it's just called Brooks.
Stress testing. We will find a way. You're in the basement. I got you. Well, it would grow legs, walk up the stairs, find a window, and jump out of it. How about that? Yeah, consoles just really can't handle it. They just can't handle it. Especially the older, you know, Xbox One, and like, I don't know about a PlayStation. I don't have one, but definitely not a fan of the way the game runs on Xbox One. I'm tempted to try. I know somebody that just got the new console. I'm tempted to like see if I can borrow it for a day. You know? And just try. So, yeah. Well, first I would have to jump to the window. Or it would have to get to the window somehow. You know? Yeah. I probably do. It's a pretty healthy machine that I'm running, yeah. But like I said, when you guys first came in with virtual, like, that's the cool thing about Farm Sim, you know? I don't like play the PV maps because they lag too hard. But that doesn't mean that you guys can't play them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not judging you guys for playing them, and I think it's a really cool map, and I wish the game could handle what he's trying to do with it, you know? I really do. Just started playing PS5 this week. It runs Ravenport great. Awesome. Awesome. Running seasons and take your crop out of your silo. I don't know about that one. That's kind of weird. We will have production-based game here soon. Yes, 22. Ooh. Which actually is going to be really interesting that it's base game. To see what the modding community does with it. And like, hopefully it'll run better than some of the other maps that have production right now that just don't run very well, in my opinion. So, yeah. It's going to be interesting. But I think, honestly, it's not that what the guys are trying to do with production is bad. And it's not, they're just, the game can't handle it. Does that make sense? In my opinion, the game can't handle what they're trying to do. So, yeah.
Are you having internet issues too, Leonard?
Leonard,
Hello.
how's it going?
Good.
All right. External hard drive on an Xbox made it run faster? Yes. Always recommend an external hard drive on an Xbox. Definitely. Oh, yeah. Used to play
I've
Farm
already
Sim.
planted this whole field. Come on, what are you doing?
What do you mean you've already planted? Oh, man. You played 351 hours with 20. I'm sorry you played so much with 20 frames. I really am. I can't do it. I'm spoiled by my 60, okay? I think that's the problem. Leonard, you were a console gamer, right? Came over to PC, right?
See?
I feel like you get spoiled and then you can't go back, right?
I don't know that I'd say that. I really don't notice like 30 frames. I mean, I probably do if I'd go back and play Call of Duty on Xbox, which I haven't in.
30 frames doesn't bother me. It's like when you start getting below 25. You know? That's when it starts to bother me.
I don't know that I've ever noticed getting below 30 on an Xbox, though.
I gotcha. Gotcha.
But now, whenever Farm Sim's being stupid, my PC drops to, 15 frames in Farm Sim.
And you notice it.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. A 10 terabyte Seagate. Nice. Very nice. Well, that's good. That's good. That is good. You're spoiled by 144. The 60 is hard to play. Wow. See, I don't think Farm Sim runs better if I like unlock it and let it run at a higher frame rate than 60. I think the game looks worse. I leave it capped at 60. I have a 144 hertz monitor, but I think it looks bad personally. So the choppy gameplay, yeah. Yep.
But I would agree with that, though. I feel like Farm Sim runs better if you leave your frames capped.
If you cap it at 60, right?
Yep.
I think it runs better too. Like if I hit F3, isn't it? To me, if you unlock it, so I'm getting 90
F2.
frames, 80. No, it's F3. F2 is that big FPS counter that's kind of dorky looking.
Yes, I don't have the F3 unlocked.
But if you do the F3, I'm getting like 86 frames. But to me, when you do that, you notice it drops below 60 more. Is what I've noticed. So I rather leave it locked at 60. I think the game runs better. Personally. I am on a 2080 Ti, so one of these days the 3090 is gonna happen. Then I gotta buy Leonard one too, so they better come down in price. Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm. Better come down in price. $30 terabytes in your PC, man. My kind of guy. I got way too much storage. I love it. Possibly to get... no, there's no automation mods for console, unfortunately. You can't use like Courseplay or Auto Drive on console. But on console, or on PC, I mean, it's very possible to go automated. And I am all about it. But what are you planting with? You're planting with the corn plant. It's actually faster than me, aren't you? Carson's cheating the system, guys. He's planting with a smaller planter, but he's going 14 miles an hour. But he's actually planting more than me. Yeah, 5 head, yeah. Dang it. Why didn't I think of that? Actually a good idea. Buy 4 of those instead of 2 of these. Man. That would be nice. It would be nice. 5 head for sure. All right, back at it. Here we go. Ready. Wait, you're hoping to get your 2080 to outperform the new 30 series. How is that a thing? You like cool it with liquid nitrogen or something? Like, how's that work? Because I'm interested. I have one. 2080 Ti. How do you do that? I need to know. Seems kind of interesting. You have my curiosity. Because, yeah. Don't know how that works. Modified. Gotcha. Interesting. Interesting. You might as well try something because, you know, you can't get a 30 series card anyway. They're hard to come by. We're gonna knock this out in no time then, aren't we? I mean, I've been doing this for like 40 minutes already, but that's okay. Actually, about 45. That's all right. About 45 minutes or so. Not too bad. Yeah, the scalping really annoys me. Like, a lot. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, those people that go and buy cars just to turn around and sell them for like 3 times the price and like go live on an island somewhere. You know, like, they just need to go away. They're the problem. They're not helping the issue, that's for sure. It is actually kind of smart. And you can pull the hills at speed too. He's not going to bog down for the hills with that seeder. At least he shouldn't. Man, kind of brilliant. Kind of brilliant. Right. Yep. Well, because honestly, if anybody has half a brain, you're not going to go pay $3,000 for a 3090 or 3080 right now. Like, you just shouldn't do that. You know, especially where I'm at. Like, I want a new video card before Farm Sim comes out, but I have some time. So I'm going to wait and just hope that
I think you should SLI 3090s.
3090 SLI? Yeah, hang on. I got to run some 2-aught wire from the power pole out back. I don't think my 1,000-watt power supply is big enough, is it?
I don't know.
How much does a 3090 take? And then when you SLI, I'm like, how's that work? Man, can you SLI 3090s? I don't even know. Kind of crazy.
No, I don't think so. Might be able to get 3080 Ti's slot though.
Wait, you give anything if anybody legit copy of Windows, like Windows 7? Why? What? 1,000 should begin. What I got in one PC. The other one I think said 850. I think. Not totally sure, to be honest. Look at Carson just driving away from me over there. Yeah, I don't know why you'd want Windows 7. I mean, it was a good operating system, but it's not supported anymore. Windows 11, you know, it's coming out. Can't wait. Or something. Gotcha. Okay. Sure, you can find a copy of Windows 7 on like eBay, right? Sure, somebody still has it out there for sale. Good old Windows 7. Windows 7 was great. Let's just not talk about Windows 8, huh? Let's just not talk about 8, all right? They brushed that one under the rug like pretty fast, didn't they? Like 8. No. 10. 10. 10.
Yeah.
Let's go to 10. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Thanks for the follow. We will catch you. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, goodness. Windows 8, man. And they had 8.1 that was supposed to fix everything. We bought a computer that had 8.1 on it, and we immediately reset it to 7. Immediately. Yeah, 8 was garbage. Dog water, as they say.
Dollar Tree headset?
It was hot dog water. That's what it was. Dollar Tree
Hot
operating
dog water.
system. That's what it was. I have hot dogs on the brain, man. I don't know why.
You want a hot dog omelet?
No, I already had one today.
Dude, you made the worst decision with
What?
the Cedars.
Why?
I totally five-headed.
I know.
You're worried about pulling up the hill. I'm like chilling going up the hill, yo.
Yeah, 2000. Yeah, ME. That's the other one. Yeah, I forgot about that one. They've had a lot of like misses, you know. Can we just throw it back? Windows 95. You know.
Roll back now.
Let's just go back to 95. Those were the days, man. Playing 90, like Windows 95, Oregon Trail. You know, those were the days, boys. Redneck, what's going on?
You done yet?
When we get down the field, we'll call it. How about that?
I guess Dad hasn't called you.
You don't know what you need to save for getting a computer? I mean, depends how like intense in gaming you want to go, but a couple grand. Yeah. Would be a good thing. Yes, Sean, we're still going. Yep. Be down here soon. Can you check whispers on mobile? Yes. I believe you can. I don't use the mobile app very much, so I don't know, but I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. So yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right beside the search thing in the top right.
There you go. Right beside the surge, top right. There you go.
$8.99 at the first window. Thank you.
Tony, you're the last one left to work. Good. Digestate. You can spread it on your field with a slurry spreader, like you would spread cow manure, and it's fertilizer. That's actually what this field was fertilized with earlier.
Half and half.
Yeah. Yeah, we use a lot of digestate actually. So this massive field here that we're planting now. The other day we had alfalfa, and we mowed it all and then baled it and wrapped it all, and we sold it at the BGA. So we have all that digestate from selling all those bales. And it was how many millions? It was a couple million liters of digestate.
Way too much.
Yeah, and then we have a Stevie edited slurry spreader, sprayer, tank, whatever, that doesn't it barely uses anything. And it holds 120,000, it's 30-meter width, working speed's 18, and it's Stevie. And it's awesome. So, big fan of that. So we can do this entire field. We have to fill up 3 times. Or start with a full tank, then fill up 2 more times. So, and we don't quite use all that 3rd tank, but yeah. Yeah, I would personally recommend, if you're getting into PC gaming, definitely go with a desktop. They are easier to upgrade in the future. I would
very, very much easier.
definitely recommend that. Yeah. 8 to 1300. I would say at least 13 this day and age. Yeah, at least 13 with the current prices that are out there. It's crazy right now, man. It is crazy.
I would say 1,000. Shoot for 1,000. Go from there.
At least, yeah. Yeah, at least 1,000. At least. But is kind of the thing about PC gaming. It's like you open your wallet and you empty it, and then you wait a little while and you empty it again, and you can wait a little while and empty it again. But it's fun. So, Redneck, you're saved up for a GPU. Nice. Very nice. Carson, you turn around, come back. We'll have a skipper here.
I can.
Might as well. You can pull the hill faster than I can, so yeah, might as well. Somebody came in chat the other day and they were asking what's the best but cheapest gaming computer, and I was like, those two things shouldn't be in the same sentence. Good but cheap. That's not really, we're not talking about like a Toyota Corolla here,
Wait, what a Corolla?
I don't know. What's a good cheap car? I don't know.
I don't know. No.
I'm not talking about a VW Bug, like.
Oh God. Those are like death traps.
Yeah. And personally, I would recommend building your own PC, but that's just me. Yeah.
I know a guy that can help you part out a PC.
Says you changed the money. Nah, did you do the money or did you do like the farm money? You got to look for the farm money, I think it is. I forget how you do it now. I haven't edited money in a long time. Subaru? A Subaru? Then you get that license plate that says Subaru on it,
Subaru! Here, you need help over there? I got you.
Yeah. Thanks for the marker.
Need help with that? There you go. Oh, yeah. Chicken.
Subaru! I don't know. Yeah. That could be cheaper, but I don't think you can get the GPU that I want in a pre-built. I don't know if you can or not. So I definitely like custom building PCs. I've I've built two computers, but really four. But in two cases, like I've upgraded both of mine to what they are now. If that makes sense. Like I had the same tower and just like changed some stuff out. And then like, boom, that's what I have now. So yeah. But I always recommend building your own. You get exactly what you want that way. I mean, right now you might have to wait 6 months, but you get what you want. Because even if you buy a pre-built right now, you're probably waiting like 2 months to get what you want. So, plus, and then I know this is my experience, but you know, that's all I can speak to is the experience that I've had in the past. Any pre-built that I've ever had for gaming has been nothing but problems. So, yeah. I want a, what do I actually want? I want a EVGA 3090 is what I actually want. Yeah. That is what I want. I want an EVGA 3090. I'm sure there's some other like specs about it too, but that's basically what I want. A big EVGA fan. Right. Get the cedar filled up, put it away. And we'll be ready for Saturday. Or no, Wednesday. Thursday. Jeez, purse. Next time I'm back on this map is Thursday, guys. Tomorrow is an off day for me. Just a little bit of an off day. I'll be at my farm working. Not really a farm. Kind of a farm, but it's not really a farm. Actually, park this up. Go park this up. Don't know what. Okay. I don't know what Zach did there. Confused. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. But I'm not really seriously looking yet, to be honest. I don't know why Zach deleted that. I'm gonna guess he did that by accident. Favorite map for all platforms? Gotta be Griffin, Indiana, I guess. Zach, you're over here deleting messages. What are you doing? You don't even know what you're doing. Assuming that was an accident, chat. Llama, what's up? Saw you in here a minute ago on the other account too. Griffin, Indiana. That's available in the mod hub for all platforms. I do see that you sent me a whisper. I will check it out after stream. It is an Amazon UK. I don't know if I can even order that. Could I? Could I order that? Yeah, it's not available for me because I live in America. So yeah, but that's basically the card. Yeah, basically the card. I don't see a price on that or anything because Amazon UK. I don't know if that I couldn't order that anyway. I don't think so. He's over here deleting messages with his buns. Look at that. Look at Zach. Man, being a great mod. Look at that. Yeah, that's the GPU. Yeah. I think. I'm pretty sure that would be it. Probably, yeah. That'd probably be it. Yeah, this thing's beautiful. I have to get a separate PC case just for it. It's so big. Don't mean that, of course. I don't mean it. But I think that would be it, yes. Alright, I will be back in TeamSpeak in a minute. Bye-bye, DRB. Those of you watching over on YouTube, have a great rest of your day, and as always, toodles.